Hello Internet, I'm Daniel from Cinema Brawls, and thank you for clicking on this video. This is a video where I talk about This is a video series where I talk about movies while I get my butt kicked at Dark Souls, which is a game I really like. And actually, I don't think I'm doing too bad at, to be completely honest here, but, you know, it's still a fun series, and I like it. So, let's get into it. Please, first, if you're new, please like and subscribe this video. It really means a lot to us. We're kind of a smaller channel still starting out, so feel free to support us. We really appreciate it, and we'll hopefully repay you guys. But today, let's get started into it. So last time we left off, I had just beaten Ornstein and I don't really know how to pronounce this. It's Smo, Smeg, Smar, I don't know. Anyway, so let's see, what do I got? I need to Alright, I am going to get rid of some stuff here real quick. Alright, so today what I want to talk about mostly in terms of movies is just something that's been on my mind a little bit is It Chapter 2. How many people have seen It Chapter 2? If you haven't, I would maybe recommend it. Tentative maybe. It was okay, right? Does anyone dispute that it was okay? Undead Parish? Yes. If you do dispute that, fine. I mean, I guess I can't say that your opinion's any less valid necessarily. Right? That's okay. It was fine. It was okay. It was not as good as the first one, but like everyone knew that was going to be the case, right? Like if you knew about if you knew about the miniseries with Tim Curry, like, it's not a surprise that it wasn't as good because the part with the adults was the not as fun part. Like, and that was just always the case. Like, it was the part with the kids, the growing up, the adventure, you know, the things that Stephen King is really good at and has just written his entire life. Basically, yeah, all of that stuff was great, right? Like, that's good stuff. But with It Chapter 2, the adults, and trying to, like, as a kid, and being afraid of clowns is fine. But as an adult, you know that the clown's not necessarily gonna eat your face. I mean, maybe you don't know that. The clown's not necessarily gonna eat your face. But, you know, it's weird that they're still so scared of him. Anyway. It Chapter 2. All the people from the Loser Club, barring Stan, I believe his name is, comes back to Derry to try to beat it again 27 years after the first time trying to beat it again. And yeah, that's cool. They definitely keep trying to beat it. And crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I forgot where I was going. Oh. Wow. Where was I? Sorry. All right. It chapter 2. The kids come back to Derry to try to fight it. They do, and it's fine. And everyone lives happily ever after, kind of. Stuff that happens in the first one that you totally forgot about comes back in a really big way. And then they also add completely new stuff that you had no idea what was going on. And, like, yeah. It was weird because they had to go back and refilm, or not, I guess not necessarily refilm, but film a bunch of parts with the kids again. And there were some parts where you could tell that they had de-aged them a little bit, but that it honestly wasn't too terribly bad. I know a lot of people are mad about that on the internet, but it didn't bother me quite so much. Even when I was looking for it, it didn't bother me. What did bother me was how much it was clear that they didn't totally know how to end the movie. Because the movie was like the book was written in like the 70s and the miniseries was in the 70s, and that's cool. That's fine, but a lot of stuff's changed, and a lot of stuff that they kept in that movie from, like, the miniseries. Holy crap, Sif. Just doesn't work so well. I'm talking specifically about Stan committing suicide. And the bullying. If you haven't seen the movie, spoilers alert, the character of Stan, is it Stan? Let me just check and make sure. Yes. The character of Stan ultimately, right before it comes back, right when they're finding out about it, Stan kills himself in a, for lack of a better term, realistic way, but ultimately very cinematic. And it's played in such a way that is uncomfortable to the viewer without adding any stigma. Well, I don't want to say that necessarily either. Sorry, it's hard to articulate what I'm trying to mean while trying to also play Dark Souls. Let me take a break here for a second, see if I can tell you what I mean. So, in the movie, Stan kills himself by, I'm not even gonna say it because it's sad. But how the movie portrays it is not only sad but pseudo-romantic. It's shows flashbacks to the kids, lots of slow motion, things like that, like memories, like he's remembering the good times, and it's romantic. And then at the end of the movie, they all get a letter from Stan, which he wrote to each of them right before he died, apparently, where he talked about how he was scared to go back to Derry, but knew that everyone had to go, so he took himself out of the equation. And if he hadn't have done that, they wouldn't have won. And it was played as him doing something brave, him doing something good, and that it was a good thing that he did that thing. And that's awful. That's terrible. Why would you put that in your movie? That's just, you're portraying your suicide victim as something as having done something brave and selfless. That's awful. Like, he did it to save his friend. That's terrible. And that really bugged me at the end of that movie. That was just, I'm mad at that. And it hurts me because it could potentially romanticize different aspects of suicide that really shouldn't be. And this is a serious thing. It needs to be taken seriously. And another thing is the bullying at the end of the movie, where to defeat Pennywise, they bully him until he's small, figuratively and literally. And bullying gets you whatever you want. If you bully people, you'll get ahead in life, and that's just bad. What were they thinking? Like, if that was the original ending, fine. In the 70s, okay. But we've come a long way since then, and I think that was maybe not necessarily the best choice that they could have done for that ending of that movie. Man. There were a couple other things that bugged me. I know a lot of people talk about, like, when, what's his name? Eddie. Is it Eddie? Yeah, when Eddie is choking out the leper, and that weird song just starts playing just for like 1 second. Like, there are so many better ways they could have done that, even if they still wanted the song, but why have the song? Like, that's just weird. There are some other things that I liked about the movie. I liked Pennywise's characterization. I thought Bill Skarsgård did a fantastic job as Pennywise. He wasn't terrifying, but he was funny and it was interesting. I didn't like at the beginning all of the, or throughout the movie really, the homophobic slurs, the mistreatment. I understand that they're trying to make it seem like this town is a town of terrible people, but did they have to go that far? Like, in a movie about a killer clown from outer space, pun intended, did they have to go that far? And I'm talking specifically about that opening sequence. Okay, here. Let's see if I can take some of my anger out on Sif. Please, Sif, don't hurt me. Oh, don't jump up there. Don't soft lock the game. Sif is a sad wolfie. He's a good doggo, though. He deserves Tritos, as my wife would say. Oh, dang. Why do you do that, Sif? Don't jump away. Oh, now he's limping. He can hardly swing his sword. See, it's sad when stuff dies. Violence in movies and TV can be super cathartic. But when that violence is portrayed in a realistic way, it hurts. And that was my problem with it. So here, give me just a sec here. All right. And I think that's it for today too. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please check out our other videos where we put two movies head to head and see which one's best. I'm Daniel from Cinema Brawls, and this is me playing Dark Souls and ranting about movies. Bye.